Hello everyone, I am your mentor Devanshu and you are watching the daily current affairs session on EduTap. I hope that all of you are healthy and preparing well for upcoming exams. And when we talk about exams, the PIB is very important source of the current affairs which is being asked in these exams, and that is the reason that today we are going to discuss the top PIB news from the month of February 2022. And today the topic of the discussion is New India Literacy Program. So today in this session we will be discussing everything about the objectives, the features and about this New India Literacy Program. So before beginning the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of these sessions. To join the Telegram channel, kindly click on the link given in the description below. So let's move on to the session. Let's get started. So here you can see the topic of the discussion, that is New India Literacy Program. Now Bharat Saksharta Karyakram. So this program has recently received the approval from the government. So before discussing that what exactly this program is all about, let's find out that why exactly this program has been launched. So this program has been received the approval from the government to cater, to cover all the aspects of the adult education to align with the National Education Policy 2020, which is also having a recommendations of adult education and the lifelong learning. And I want to add one more important data which is basically help you to understand that what was the need of launching this particular program. See, as per census 2011, there were 25 crore people in India which were in the age group of 15 years and above and who were also non-literates. And guys, from 2009-10 to 27-2018 to 2017-2018, there was a program, that is Saksharta Bharat program, which was being implemented, and after the implementation it was being notified that 7 crore people have got the certification of literacy, but there are still 18 crore people in India which are still in the age group of 15 years and above and they are non-literate. To resolve this issue which is being faced by the India, this particular program was being launched as a solution, that is New India Literacy Program. So guys, when we talk about this particular program, it is an initiative of the Ministry of Education. And what exactly is the objective? The objective is to cover those people which are in the age group of 15 years and above. So basically it is going to make these non-literate people to literate in the next upcoming 5 years. And what exactly is the target under this? It is to reach to 5 crore learners for the foundational literacy and numeracy. So these are the objectives of the New India Literacy Program. So apart from this particular program is also going to cover other components which are necessary for a citizen who is living in this 21st century, such as the critical life skills, which includes the financial literacy, digital literacy, commercial skills, which are really very important for a person who is living in this 21st century. Apart from that, vocational skills development in order to generate more and more local employment, then basic education, and then other education such as arts, sciences, technology, culture, sports and recreation, which will be provided under this particular program. So now let's move on to see that who will be the beneficiaries of this program, how this particular scheme will be implemented, and apart from that, what exactly is the financial allocation for this particular program. So when we talk about the beneficiary, we have already discussed that it is going to cover non-literates of the age group of 15 years and above, and the target is to reach 5 crore learners over a period of next 5 years, that is 2022 to 2027, and every year it is going to cover 1 crore learners per year. Okay, so when we talk about the implementation, see, this particular program will be properly implemented on the online mode and all the materials and resources will be provided digitally under this particular program. Now when we talk about the financial allocation for this particular program for a period of next 5 years, that is 2022 to 2027, then the total financial allocation for this program is 1037.90 crore, in which the central share will be rupees 700 crore and the state share is going to be 337.90 crore. So guys, I really believe that this particular program is very much clear to all of you. We have discussed that why this program was launched, who will be the beneficiary, about the implementation, the financial allocation, and what exactly are the objectives of this particular program. Everything has been discussed. Now let's solve one practice question and let's see that what kind of question can be framed from this particular program. So the very first practice question is here on your screen, which is basically on the New India Literacy Program. And what is the demand of the question? It is basically demanding that you are required to identify the correct statement in relation with this New India Literacy Program. So the very first statement says that it has been approved by the government for the period of fiscal year 2022 to 2027 to cover all the aspects of adult education, which is absolutely correct. The second statement says that it will cover non-literates of the age of 15 years and above in the state and UTs in the country, which is once again absolutely correct. The third statement says that the estimated total outlay for the New India Literacy Program is 1037.90 crore. So guys, as for our today's discussion, all these statements stands correct. So the right answer for this question will be option D, that is all of the above. So I hope that this particular question is very much clear. This topic is very much clear to all of you. So if a question will be asked in the exam on this particular program, then I really believe that you will be able to answer all the questions on this particular program very successfully. So now let's move on to the next question of this particular session, that is here on your screen. So here in this question, you are basically required to identify the name of one of the workshop which has been recently held for the students of the Bikaner district of Rajasthan, and for the first time in India, more than 1 lakh students have took career counseling in one workshop, of which the name of which you are required to identify in this particular question. So what exactly makes this workshop important? This is that for the very first time in India, more than 1 lakh students have taken career counseling in one workshop. So the right answer for this question is Paramarsh 2022, which was being recently launched. Okay, so guys, here you can see that for the very first time, more than 1 lakh students took career counseling in one workshop, and Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal has recently launched this particular career counseling workshop, which is titled as Paramarsh 2022. So the name of this particular workshop is really very important from the exam point of view. This particular workshop was launched for the students of Bikaner district region, and more than 1 lakh students have participated in this workshop and have taken the career counseling during this particular session. And these students were basically from the rural areas of the Bikaner district of Rajasthan. Okay, so this was the important point from this particular workshop, that more than 1 lakh students have taken the career counseling in this particular workshop. Now, who were responsible for this particular workshop? This workshop was being conducted with the support of the National Institute of Career Services under the Ministry of Labour and Employment and educational startup, which is named as Edu Milestones. Okay, so these are the important parts that you are required to take the important information from this particular news article. So these are the key takeaways. Now let's move on to the next question of our today's session, which is here on your screen. And in this question, you are just required to identify the name of the country with which India has recently signed the Work Plan 2022. So basically, India has recently signed with one of the countries a Work Plan 2022, and this work plan was being basically signed to strengthen the quality infrastructure, reduce technical barriers to the trade, enhance product safety, and strengthen the consumer protection. So whether it is Australia, Germany, Indonesia, India, or Mexico, let's find out the answer. And guys, the right answer to this question is option B, that is Germany. So with Germany, India has recently signed the Work Plan 2022. Let's discuss this in much more detail. So here you can see from the headline itself that Work Plan 2022 has been signed between India and Germany. So Germany is the country with which this particular Work Plan 2022 has been signed. So what exactly are the important details of this particular news? See, recently the 8th annual meeting of the Indo-German Working Group on the Quality Infrastructure was held, and when we talk about this 8th annual meeting, this particular meeting was being led by Indian Ministry for Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution from the Indian side, and from the German side it was the German Federal Ministry for Economic Affairs and Energy. So these were basically the participating entities in this 8th annual meeting of the Indo-German Working Group on Quality Infrastructure. So guys, when we talk about this Work Plan 2022, basically both the parties have thought that this particular work plan is going to pave the way forward for collaboration towards well-functioning and resilient systems of the quality infrastructure in both the countries. And this Work Plan 2022 is going to include mobility, energy, circular economy, smart farming, agriculture and all. So basically both the countries are going to collaborate in these particular areas, and they are going to improve the quality infrastructures in all these particular areas. So during this particular meeting, there was one more publication which was being launched, that is the United in Quality and Safety, which was released, and this is basically a publication from the Germany which provides information about the infrastructure in Germany as well as the European Union. And the German side has thought that it is going to be given a great help to the policymakers in India to understand the quality infrastructure regime in the Europe and in Germany. So guys, apart from all of this, there was one more important point, that is the Global Quality Infrastructure Index. This is one of the index which is being provided by a study group of Germany, and this has also released the details about India, that what exactly was India's performance in this particular GQII, that is the Global Quality Infrastructure Index. So when we talk about the index, that German side has told that India has scored 95.6 out of 100, and India was ranked on the 10th position in the world in the overall quality infrastructure environment in the country. And it also gives some other important rankings about India, that India was placed at 7th position when it talks about the standardization aspect. India was on the 9th position in terms of accreditation activities, and India was on the 19th position for meteorology related activities. So guys, you are also required to remember the India's rank as well as India's score in this particular Global Quality Infrastructure Index. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. And now let's move on to the googly question. See, when we talk about the previous session, the right answer for the question was option 3, that it was the only part which was incorrect in terms of the Smart Cities and Academia Towards Action and Research program, which was being asked in the googly question of the previous session. Now when we talk about the googly question for the today's session, then it is basically on the India Press Freedom Report 2021, which was being launched recently. And once again, what is the demand of the question? You are required to identify the correct statements in relation with the India Press Freedom Report 2021. So kindly answer the question in the comment section below. And guys, when we talk about the homework question from the previous session, then in this question you were basically required to tell me the theme of the summit, that is World Sustainable Development Summit, which will be launched by the Energy and Resources Institute India. So guys, when we talk about the right answer, the answer was option A, that is Towards a Resilient Planet, Ensuring a Sustainable and Equitable Future. So that was the right answer. And when we talk about the star performers from the previous session, then these are Vishal Srivastav, Jyoti, Pranali, Mukesh, Vishal and Mansi. So all of these people are the star performers, that is, these are those people who have answered the questions correctly in the comment section. So if you also want a name to be mentioned here in the upcoming session, then kindly answer the question which is here on your screen. So basically in this question, you are required to tell me that Cabinet has recently approved the continuation of the capacity development scheme, and you are going to just tell me that till what time period this particular scheme has been implemented, that is 31st March 2026, 31st March 2025, 31st January 2025, 31st March 2023 or 31st January 2023. So do answer the question in the comment section below. So guys, if we talk about this particular scheme, this is an ongoing central sector scheme of the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and its objective is to basically augment the infrastructural, technical as well as manpower resources for enabling availability of all the credible and timely official statistics. Okay, so guys, there is one more important information for all of you, that we are running a great February sale in which we are offering flat 50% off on our various courses. The name of the courses have been mentioned here, and we are also giving you 30% off, and for that you are required to use the code WOW30 in case you want to purchase these kinds of courses. So I hope that this is very much clear, but please make sure that you are using these codes only between 17th Feb to 20th of February 2022, the time period for which these codes are valid. Okay, so guys, that was all from the today's session, and I really believe that today's session was useful and fruitful to all of you. If you are having any queries, then you can kindly mail us at hello@edutap.co.in, and you can also call us at 814-620-7241. And guys, do not forget to tell me your views about this particular session, and I really believe that this session was useful and fruitful to all of you. So guys, thank you for joining us. Wish you all happy learning.